mentioned the presence of a middleman or synergy in what you just said. Does Giggr act as that middleman, or what is the significance of Giggr in this whole process of transformation?
That's a brilliant question. I'm glad you also spoke about it in the context of a middleman. So synergy, as I mentioned, is the values, beliefs, and assumptions which we otherwise know as culture. That is shifting. So if we examine how Giggr describes its enterprise, right? Giggr, the future of work, is a Web 3.0 digital platform fusing people and technology with cognitive intelligence along the flow of work for transformational and sustainable outcomes in every sphere of life. Two principal points I make: fusing cognitive intelligence with people and technology. So a customer universe for any enterprise, whether it be the enterprise of a solopreneur or an intrapreneur or an entrepreneur, is the same. It consists of, usually until this point in time, 7 segments. Okay, it started with the client who pays in exchange for products or services. It then went on to team members, and then went on to stakeholders, shareholders, vendors, business partners, and societies, which includes the regulators, the government in which it operates. But today, we have there is an 8th addition to that list, which is the machines, in the form of IoTs, in the form of sensors, in the form of wearables, in the form of devices. Now, these have roles to play across any ecosystem. So the key word is role. And when I talked about the power, what is the power of that role? Is the fundamental question that we need to answer. And who plays this role? It's either the people or the machine. And can they operate individually? The answer is no. Whether it is artificial intelligence or cognitive intelligence, they have to work together.
Coexist.
Right. Coexist, collaborate, and in a continuum.
Right.
There can be a break. Now that essentially is that synergy, which is the culture we need to understand. Because we have so far lived in a discontinuous society. Somebody asks a form, somebody processes a form, whereas we have been able to get a loan application sanctioned in a few hours. But truly, with computing, it would take nanoseconds. But one must understand what changes. What changes is not the steps. You might automate those steps, but what really changes is the way in which you risk assure. What is the governance? What is the risk? What is the compliance? And what is the regulation? Now, if this continuous change is incorporated into a digital system, that becomes 24/7, 365. So the preparedness for this digital economy is not about just learning some computer language. It is about every single person understanding that they have a role to contribute in this governance, risk, compliance, and regulation change, which they have to author into a system, so that a system can be intelligent, where the man-machine interface needs to be fused with that new, cognitive is new.
Right.
The way to recognize that and to make it a new pattern in our systems. This, in a sense, is basically what Giggr is bringing to life in its future of work. And this is, incidentally, the future of work.